Right, hello. Um, I am doing this video so people can see what my kit is, what I'm doing, and maybe improve theirs, or they can turn around and say, actually what you're doing is a bit crap, you want to do it this way, and I can improve mine. So we all can get really good at this. And grab some stuff. Okay. Right, so this is what I look like right now. Stats wise, this is lower than it used to be. The skill power is was 120, now it's 103,000. Obviously I'm using the LV OA, and you can see like my stats is 18.8k. I don't know what raises that. Obviously my clip's more than double the size. It's alright. My magazine size is twice the size. It's 62. That's what my accuracy, reload speed, range, stability looks like. I've got vicious on it, which you can see what it does there if you pause. Fierce, which you can see there. Destructiveness, you can see there. And obviously because I'm wearing the alpha kit, I've got Unforgiven from the black market, AK, Deadly and Brutal, so some pretty badass stats there. And I'm using that magazine. I'm using this optics, which, you know, I may change all this because this is where I reckon I'm going to get an extra 10,000 probably damage from by tweaking some of this. There's my underbarrel thing and the Hydra skin. My black market AK is 22.3k damage, 600 revs per minute. I said that again. Rounds per minute. Mag is 30 plus 31, so that's 61. As you can see, there's a few red areas where some things have actually changed, except for stability, which is green. Unforgiven, Deadly, Brutal, Vicious, Destructive. And you notice there's one kind of missing there. Don't know why that is. Actually, Unforgiving, Deadly, Brutal, Vicious, Destructiveness. What's the one that's missing? Fierce. Fierce is missing. Oh, Fierce is missing because of it's not on. It's not working at the moment, which is weird because it was working. So maybe I changed something recently. That's easy to get working again. All I have to do is swap out a firearms mod for an electronics mod, and I'm back there again probably. Actually, what's the electronics mod? It will go up by about 260, so probably not actually. But we'll have a look at that in a second. Anyway, with the AK, I've got all those, and I've got like that magazine on. I've got higher magazine sizes, but I'll only get one round extra, considering the critical damage and the critical chance is quite high. Large optics, again, that could be better in areas. Like if I swap the optic out one for a higher headshot damage one, then higher crit damage, I reckon that would immediately make a big difference. I'm using a large muzzle brake, loud vent brake, which you can see what stats it does there. Large under barrel, and I've got the skin mounting on. I've also got some of these guns here which I use, which is the SMG ones, and 2 snipes. So far the SMGs have not been very good because they've changed crit chance with crit damage, where these have got like enemy armor damage, as you can see 18%, but this one here is 19%. As for kits, that's probably why. Look, it's gone. So one of my kits is actually it has actually gone. One of my mods. So we're going to put one of the mods on. It seems I've got lots of firearm mods, but I don't seem to have many electronics mods. I don't have any decent electronic mod to put on there, and that's not going to get me all the way there to unlock that weapon stat. It's going to get closer. Where's Fierce? I'm on the AK, sorry, Fierce. But I'm closer now. I could just put another mod on there and that'd be sorted, but let's leave it the way it is right now. So that's gone up now to 111,000. It looked like it went down a little, I'm not too sure. Anyway, armors, I've gone with 2 Deadeyes and 4 Alphas. This Deadeye here, for instance, it's got extra armor, so this is actually quite low. I used to have this higher. That used to be 380,000 up there, I think. So that used to be quite a lot more armor, but I wanted to change over to Deadeye. And the good thing about this is that's in the 1266. Now anything under 1200 I won't want it that's rubbish. And I can change this as well, I believe. So at some point I can change this. I might have already done that by that sign. I don't know. But it gives me 40% initial bullet stabilization. This means obviously the first few bullets that come out of your gun is pretty stable. So really good for burst firing. And that's what I went for instead of the 20% that you get from the striker outfit, which I don't know. I'll give that a try at some point as well. And you can see that the mods I've got on there now are electronics and firearms. Electronics one's crap, so I can make that a little bit better. And the firearms one, I'm not really worried about health. I would prefer if that had armor on it or critical chance, probably. But this is new. I've only just put this on, so yeah, that's still got some fine working to do. Now this one here, this is just barely in the region of OK, 1202. Got 3.5 critical hit chance and 14% burn resistance. Doesn't really matter though. This minor one's always going to be either electronic shock, burn, or blind, or whatever it's called. And I've got a mod put on there because I've got alpha kit. 4 of them. I've got the 100% health regain and the 5% weapon damage as well, and also this talent, which you've already seen. You know what that is. The firearms mod on there, you can see this is a really good one because it does 242. That's actually quite low though, 242. It can be higher than that, like 260, but it does 275 armor. So it looks that the armor is originally 997. If I go back out of it again, you'll see that now rises to 1272. So that makes a nice difference to the armor. And this alpha kit here is 1250 just here, so this is pretty good. It also has an extra armor stat, which is also pretty good, so that puts it to 2735. And then you got some minor stats here: shock resistance, and this one here, which is pretty good, enemy armor damage 11.50%. Now that goes on, that stacks with the assault rifle. 32% bleed resistance as well, and then the exact same things down below. But the mods, got a prototype electronics mod, which does electronics to 265 electronics, and again the 277 armor. Now that is a really good electronics mod. And I've got a prototype mod which gives me 2% pulse critical hit damage. So every time I hit my scan, I'm doing extra 2% more critical hit damage, which I quite like. My backpack, the armor rating's not too bad, but it could be a million times better. I could probably change that. But you can see the firearms is 1235 over the 1200 mark. Pretty good armor, and I got the 54% ammo capacity, which, you know, on the minor you might as well have. And then if you go all the way down, you can see I've got the prototype mod electronics, which is 251 electronics, and it gives me 3264 skill power on top, which, if I'm going to be honest with you, that could be better. Anyway, with the performance mods, I've got 1.5 pulse critical hit damage and 1.5 pulse critical hit chance, so that raises that a little. Now my gloves, which is the lowest armor setting I have, but if you can see the firearms is 1254, which is really good. The major attributes are really good as well, because I've got 1185 assault rifle damage, and the assault rifle is my main weapon, so that makes it even more stronger. And I've got 5.5% critical hit chance and 14% critical hit damage, so I would call that pretty much sound as a pound. Not going to change that. And my harness, holster even. Now with this, I'm a bit disappointed with the firearms being only 1196, but I'll let that go due to the fact that this is the only alpha bridge I've got, and the others are not too bad, though I would have preferred if all of them were around about 1250. So there's an improvement to be made. And the armor is 633. That's actually, I don't think that actually goes much more higher, so that's not too bad. I think 650 is probably the highest or something. And the mod I've got on there is a performance mod, which is 2% pulse critical hit chance. And if I get out there, you can see that the armor is 1583, which all adds to toughness. The pistol I'm using, by the way, is the Officer M9A1. It's not super great, but it will do me. It's got expert, obviously, which they all do, and it's got deadly, so critical hit damage is increased by 15%, which is not really perfect, but you know, it's fine. Yeah, that's my kit. I can go through my character. I don't know what gun it's going to be on though. but slowly go through my character. Weapon damage would suggest that this is on the LV. Critical hit chance is 15%. That's actually interesting. Actually, let me have a look. Make sure I'm on the right weapon. Used to play around a little bit. There you go. Now it's gone up 24.5%. Critical hit damage 78%, headshot damage 111%, accuracy 0%, stability I've not really put anything much in that area, range 30 meters. That's when it starts dropping in damage. Reload time, which is quite low actually, but reload speed, all weapons damages, assault rifle damage, there's that 1185 that I get from my gloves. And I'll just carry on going quickly through this because most of it's all kind of irrelevant. Enemy armor damage like 44.5%. That's pretty high. Skill power, stability, max health, armor, health damage, protection from elites, exotic damage. Yeah, we're just going to keep going down here. There we go. That's all that. Awarded Dark Zone funds 10%. That's interesting. Increased kill XP. I've got like a kill XP somewhere 25%. That helps. Right, see how the guns perform. I could shoot the one down here, but I mean, it's hardly worth it really. Because I'm going to get the exact same stats almost between these two because of the 30-meter range. So, if you're wondering what the shushing noise is, it's my wife. There you go. That's the stats I'm getting without the ping. If I ping, you notice it goes up. 61k headshots. And if I change over to the AK, that's what I'm getting with the AK. Has a less rate of fire though. This is with the ping, by the way, because the ping's only just gone off. So this is without the ping. 64,000 crits with the ping. Getting 73,000. That's the rate of fire of that one. This is the rate of fire of this one. You see, this is crazy rate of fire. Also crazy recoil, but it's not that hard to keep down because of that initial bullet stabilization. Notice how it doesn't really climb too much on the first few bullets. So I could just do this all day long because of the dead eye. It's the same with the AK. The AK doesn't climb that much anyway, so I mean it's easy to control the AK. Right, in the field there's different stats because they in here I'm always going to get the same stat, but when someone else has hit their ping as well, it stacks a little. So what my AK will be doing is somewhere near 105,000 sometimes, and this gun will actually be doing near 90 somewhere. As for accuracy as well, you see it does go down from that distance actually, doesn't it, though? 61. AK. 71. You can change your optimal range so you can still get the kind of like, is it 74? 73. Okay. Compared to, oh, it did 72 that time, didn't it? So I've lost 1,000 damage between that one and this one. So if you change your optimal range, you'd get that 1,000 back, but what's the point, really? I mean, it seems almost pointless. Anyway, that's my kit. Thank you for watching.